a little bit bigger or smaller, depending on how big your pillow is. Today you'll be needing fabric. This is flannel. It's softer, so I would prefer this. It's about a yard, so just get that, and you don't need it to be flannel, it's just softer. Over here are some fabric scissors. You do not need fabric scissors, just any scissors. It'll just cut easier. Pins, I put it in a pin cushion just because it's easier. You don't need pins, but if you feel more precise, you can. And then if you would like, you can have an iron just to make the fabric flatter, but I'm not going to be using one. Okay, so the next step is to lay out your fabric and make sure it's facing the way you want it for your pillowcase. I'm going to be using a pillowcase for reference, an old pillowcase. And remember that this is folded in half for each side. And then this pillowcase is going to be for reference to size it. You're going to want to lay it out, and this will fit perfectly, or it should fit. And then you're going to want to cut it. But remember that there's going to be a hem, so you want to cut it like about 3 inches after. Okay, on to the next step. Okay, so for the next step, you're going to want to fold your fabric. Make sure the pattern and the pattern, both sides, are facing inward. So the outside, you can see on the outside. So fold it like that, and make sure it's all lined up. It's pretty well lined up. It doesn't need to be super perfectly lined up. And now we're going to head over to the sewing machine after I get out all of these wrinkles. You want to kind of feel the fabric, make sure that there's no puckers in it. Okay, now I'm going to head over to the sewing machine. Now I've straightened it out, and we're going to head over to the sewing machine. Now turn on your sewing machine. So I didn't pin my fabric. You're able to pin it if you'd like, but felt stays together pretty well, so I didn't pin it. You can pin your fabric, it's optional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sewing down here and then down this long line, and you want to leave one of the smaller openings open to put your pillowcase through. So I'm going to start sewing, and I'm going to start from right here at the very long one. Make sure to backstitch. Okay, so I'm going to lift my foot up, leave my needle in, and I'm going to rotate the fabric. This way. Put it back down. And you want to cut your thread. Next step, you're going to want to cut it all the way around to make it a thinner edge. Also make sure to snip each corner so that way it's not bulky when you flip the fabric right side out. Next step, you're going to want to flip it right side out. Make sure to get the corners too with your finger. You are able to use scissors if you'd like. Just make sure not to cut through the fabric. Alright, now that it's right side out, we're going to head over to the sewing machine, and we are going to hem the top of it. Then you're going to want to fold it over about 2 to 3 inches, because that's how big I want my hem. Fold it over on the inside, like so, and all the way around. And with the hem, I'm going to make it the biggest stitch it can get, so that way it has a more organic look. I'm gonna put it through, and you see the hemming, that's about as big as you want it, or you can make it smaller, but on a pillowcase it should look about like that. So I'm gonna flip it sort of, so I can see it on the inside, and I'm gonna start sewing. So this is what the finished product is gonna look like. My pillow, as you can see, is a little small for its pillowcase. You could always measure your pillow if you'd like, but I thought this fit perfectly. There's a pillow inside of it already, and that's how it's gonna look. Thank you guys for watching this video today, for helping me create this wonderful pillowcase. And please hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, go. Go. I can't get this part out. Also, click the video that's showing on your screen right now if you want to learn how to make a rope chew dog toy.